Oak and a key business member and supporter of the festival from its start. So this is fitting that, sorry it took us 3 years to get here, Jim, but boy did you make a beautiful atmosphere for us today. Also, I'd like to introduce June Witz from Beaumont Health System. She is signing for us today. We have some wonderful announcements about outreach in the deaf community that we are doing, and June will be at all of our speakers' sides, throughout the event. So thank you, June. Thank you, Beaumont, for sure. We have a lot to be thankful for, and certainly this beautiful day is one of them. So I guess just based on having a little bit of off weather last year, if we could all try and bottle this up and just put it away and bring it back as well on Labor Day. And boy, we will knock it out with this kind of atmosphere for sure. We have a lot to be thankful today for today. Continuing support and a new layout last year that truly enhanced the crowd experience. I think everyone knew that, from the first year we were so busy that the only concern that people had is that it was too busy. And the city of Royal Oak responded so quickly and working with the mayor and his team to get us some more space. And last year, that problem was solved on the 2 days we had great weather. We managed things fabulously. So we're so glad, to be in Royal Oak and, to have that. We're so blessed to have sponsors here today that have enhanced their participation. Everyone who is speaking today has stepped up in a time where we have had certainly challenges in the sponsorship world. Our key supporters that have been with us now, all of them for each year in Royal Oak, they have all stepped up and they will all be recognized, and we're very thankful for that as well. And most importantly, I am thankful that I was brought to this opportunity by an Oakland County executive who dreamed up this cultural celebration in 1998. And his leadership in the county under tough times is unparalleled, really, by any leader in the entire United States, what he's done with Oakland County. I think that's echoed, here with the festival. This festival has survived some, interesting times and economies and venue changes, and he has led us through all of them. And this is our 15th year anniversary, and not many events can say that they're going into their peak in their 15th year. And I think the county has done remarkably. The festival has been blessed to have his leadership, and he is the founder of Ford Arts Beats and Eats. How about a nice hand for Oakland County Executive L. Patterson.
Thank you very much, John, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. John gives me credit for coming up with the idea of a festival and celebration of many fine restaurants and talent we have when it comes to the artwork, and of course all the music we have here, a couple hundred music presentations throughout the course of the weekend. And that's the easy part, coming up with the idea. The tough part is to execute and to put it all together. Line up the sponsors, line up 250 bands, line up how many restaurants this year you have? 49 going on 65. I mean, as you can see, it's an ongoing effort as we speak. And that's where the real work has occurred. That's why Arts Beats and Eats has been so successful over these many years. And way back when, we had the good sense, I had the good sense to tap Jon Witz, who was about 100 pounds heavier in those days. And he's really done the heavy lifting. Let's give John a recognition round of applause. I also want to thank our partners, our host, and of course, is the city of Royal Oak. We moved from Pontiac, where we were the first number of years, to come down here and enjoy huge crowds and even warmer hospitality from the city. And I want to recognize Mayor Jim Ellison for his outstanding support. And we thank you for Royal Oak and the mayor. Where's Jim? Thanks. Last year we expanded our Arts Beats to include more food and more, festival efforts and places you can go for. Just check out different presentations throughout the midways and all the different streets you can stroll. This year, we're focusing on a little different expansion. We're going to expand into a new area with some of our new not-for-profit companies that are here to help support this community initiative. And I want to make sure that I let you know who the new contributors are that makes this so financially stable. And I'm talking about other organizations who will benefit from the success of Arts, Beats, and Eats. And we have a list of new not-for-profit partnerships, and I saw a couple of autism speeches here. I know over here. Autism Alliance, the Children's Miracle Network, the Kalanis Cancer Center, and the Re-elect Patterson campaign. I appreciate you. Keep pouring that money in, John. The festival plans again on earning Royal Oak's support by delivering a high-quality event that everybody, every family who comes here will enjoy. And last year, well, maybe we can improve upon these big numbers, but last year the economic impact in the city was $15 million of spent off because of the festival. And for the region that surrounds Royal Oak here, the Tri-County here, the Arts Beats and Eats was credited with putting in $39 million of economic impact into the region. So we're here, and not only do we have impact to the community through that effort, but we also obviously have many charities that we recognize. You've heard us do this before. You will, as we get through the program and through the year, a number of charities that are directly tied to the financial success of this whole festival. I've been involved in many organizations similar to Arts Beats and Eats, not necessarily a festival, but different programs where we in government have to turn to the private sector to get support. We can't do these things on taxpayers' dollars. The number of things I'm involved in, like my race for my son, things like that. We can't ask taxpayers to support those. So we go to our corporate sponsors, and I'm so darn proud of the corporate community here in Oakland County. We hit them time and time again, and they always say yes, yes, yes. We'll support a worthy cause. I'd like to recognize some of the major sponsors for the 2012 Arts, Beats, and Eats. And that, our lead sponsor, of course, is Ford and the Southeast Michigan Dealer Association. I saw some guys from Ford over here, up right here. Okay, yeah, you guys are very generous. Couldn't do without you. You know that. Citizens Bank, Citizens Bank represented very good. Citizens Bank, Priority Health, right here. Okay, good. The MetroPCS, get right in front of me. The Soaring Eagle Casino Resort. Look, I'll go up there and check them out. And last but certainly not least, Anheuser-Busch. I know that's one of our newer ones, Anheuser-Busch. And we have so many other corporate sponsors, but those are the major guys and gals who write big checks and make this thing happen. So thanks for your generosity, and thanks for all you do for Arts Beats and all of you out there. Thank you.
And I'm going to add a couple to Brooks's list. One is Beaumont as well, Beaumont Hospital, thank you, and also Pepsi as well, who has been with us for 14 of, this will be their 15th year with us, so thank you to them. So, Brooks recognized, Mayor Jim Ellison, and I have the same, affinity for Jim as I do for Brooks, and respect for the work they do. And, Jim, you've done an outstanding job in the city managing many, interests around, among your citizens and business interests, and just really, keeping things together in such a fair and intelligent way. And, the city is blessed to have you. We're blessed to be in Royal Oak with you, helping to solve problems and make good things happen with us. And just to show you how great the city is, historically, we parked a Ford in front of the press conference venue, and with about 20 minutes to go, we didn't quite have the right spot here. We didn't want to cut down one of Jim's walls or something just so we could see the vehicle. So we called the chief of police, and he allowed Mike O'Brien to drive the car down the sidewalk, a movie scene, and place the car. So how about a nice hand for the city and how flexible and helpful they are for making things happen. And there's a beautiful Ford now right on display outside the entrance, so thank you. And I would at this time like to bring up Mayor Ellison. Jim, thank you so much, and I know you got a few words for us today. Mayor Ellison of Royal Oak.
Of course, you realize the cost of bringing that Ford up the sidewalk as the Ford goes home with the mayor tonight. Good afternoon, welcome to the city of Royal Oak. Thank you, John. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you to all the sponsors who helped make this event possible. I want to say today how pleased I am with the theme of the announcement today, community partnership. In this light, not only am I heartened by the major economic impact to our city, but I have taken great pride that nearly $100,000 of the money generated to local charities each year has gone to nonprofit organizations right here in our city. In 2012, that trend will continue as the new festival community partnership that will generate possibly the largest overall financial contribution to benefit Children's Miracle Network at Beaumont Hospital, which is a great loyal partner. And that will be announced shortly with Pat Reardon of Citizens Bank. On an equally exciting and tasty note, one of our newest restaurants in town, Hamlin Corners, along with Jamaizi and Bat Stove, will be all new Royal restaurants at the festival, adding to an already incredible lineup that features Pronto today, Flagfin, Wet Crepe, Lockhart's Barbecue, and many, many other outstanding Royal eateries. With regard to the new cultural collaboration right here in the city, I'm happy to say that Forward Arts Beats and Eats and the Royal Oak Commission for the Arts are working together on a major partnership and arts project that will be announced in early August. Finally, I'm thrilled at how many other Royal businesses and charities will again be featured this year. St. Mary's Church, Oakland Community College, the Royal Oak Creative Arts Studio, Boys and Girls Club, as well as many, many others. I can promise that the city of Royal Oak and its local stakeholders will again be represented at this incredible festival. Thank you for coming today.
You know, Jim mentioned the Royal Oak restaurants that are here, and we certainly always feature them, but we are going to have amazing food from around Metro Detroit. And one of our family's favorites at the Birmingham location is Mitchell's. And I also, again, the food that we have today, Mitchell's being involved and Pronto, Jamaizi, and Bastones, they symbolize one of the top food festivals, you know, in the United States. And, you know, as we were jesting with Brooks, there's 49 confirmed. You will see the best lineup of food assembled anywhere at this festival. So how about a nice hand for the restaurants here today, and make sure you get a sample from them, you know, because even though I've dropped a few, I promised to put a few back on that weekend. So I'd now like to, you know, introduce the company that, you know, has fueled us, you know, from a leadership and title sponsorship and moved to Royal Oak and gave us, you know, support we needed to make a transition and make this festival one of the top arts and entertainment festivals in the United States. So that's certainly Ford Motor Company and its Southeast Michigan dealer. So at this time, how about a nice hand for Bob McKenzie, Chairman, Southeast Michigan Ford Dealers, and Mike O'Brien, Stunt Driver and Detroit Regional Sales Manager, Ford Motor Company.
Good. Thank you, John. We have to make sure we have that blue oval. Brooks and Jim, thanks for having us here. It's our pleasure to be here. And on behalf of the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers, we're again excited to partner with Ford Division and Ford Regional Marketing in supporting this outstanding festival. While there's no question that we are here to promote the outstanding lineup of vehicles, we're also here because of your leadership in this festival and the many community benefits and partners it features. Last year, this event, Ford Arts Beats and Eats, raised $300,000 for local charities from admissions fees, beverage sales, and special events. And with hopefully weather like this, we hope to exceed that amount this year. Also, we would like to provide additional community outreach. Ford and our group, Southeast Michigan Ford Dealers, are happy to announce that we will be donating more than $15,000 of exhibit space to showcase regional art organizations organized by the Cultural Alliance of Southeast Michigan, as well as the first annual Deaf Fine Arts Festival, featuring as many as 8 outstanding fine artists that are hearing impaired. No matter what the challenge or the economic climate, our local Ford dealers in this region have always had a tradition of giving back, and the fact that Arts Beats and Eats has operated its event with so many positive initiatives, it is the driving force behind us taking the position as title sponsor and now renewing our partnership for the next 2 years.
And I'm Mike O'Brien. I'm the regional sales manager for Ford here in Detroit and part-time stunt driver. When I took the curve, got a little error there in front of the restaurant here. It's our pleasure to co-sponsor along with the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers the Ford Arts, Beats, and Eats Festival. This is our third consecutive year of sponsorship, and we're gonna be there just like we were last year. You can't miss us at Ford Arts, Beats, and Eats. We're gonna bring in our prime display materials, which is the Ford Experience Tour. And if you were there last year, you know that it's a way that people can participate. They can win prizes and play games and do all kinds of great stuff, including the Focus 40 mile per gallon challenge, where people can win prizes. You can even win $30,000. One person nationally win $30,000 towards the purchase of a new Ford vehicle. And the primary vehicle, if you didn't notice it in my stunt driving spot out front, is the fabulous 2013 Ford Escape. 33 miles per gallon, loaded with technology. It's the smartest sport utility out there today. So we're very proud to showcase that at this event. But as Bob alluded to, and as John mentioned in his comments, we could do that anywhere, right? I mean, we can show off our new product anywhere. The reason we've come back here 3 years in a row is what Arts, Beats, and Eats does for the local community. Now, you may not know this, on Saturday, Ford Motor Company will have his 109th anniversary. So for 109 years, we've been located right here in Southeast Michigan. We've got a heritage of charitable giving to Southeast Michigan and our communities. And we recently unveiled what we call a global brand promise that's called Go Further. And if you haven't seen it or read about it, you may have caught it in our advertising. It says Ford and then it says Go Further. And what we mean by that is not just go further than the competition, not just build better cars that our customers are going to want. Of course, that's part of it. But it's our employees, it's our dealers, it's our suppliers, it's our union members, it's everybody associated with Ford Motor Company. Whoa, look out. Going further and doing something extra. Again, yes, we want to build the best cars in the industry, and we believe we're doing a fine job of that. But we also want to go further on environmental leadership and community involvement in many other areas. And we believe that Ford Arts, Beats, and Eats is the perfect way for us not only to showcase our new products, but to go further for our hometown communities and for our customers. So with that, I thank you very much and look forward to seeing you later this year at Ford Arts, Beats, and Eats. Thank you very much. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Thank you.
As Bob referenced, I now want to recognize, you know, the coordinators of the first annual Deaf Artists Festival. How about a nice hand for Kathy Dardarian and Terry Fear? Terry and Kathy, if you guys could stand up, be recognized. And then also Darlene Ware. Darlene is right there. How about a nice hand? Look at her fabulous work and others that are going to be at the festival. So how about a nice hand for the great work you will see. Thank you to you, and thank you, Ford, for making that space possible.